presentation, Mally is with Erica, so it did change our perspective a little bit. But I'm Corey. And
I'm Matt.
I'm Zach.
Todd.
I'm Joe.
So a little bit of the history about the Cooper House. The Cooper House was built in the late 1880s, and Thomas Poe Cooper was one of the main deans that lived there. His grandson, Tom Hammond, actually lived in the house for a brief period of time. We was lucky enough to talk to Tom and get some quotes from him. I think one of the most powerful quotes is, "All these years I've lived, it's not a constant thing, but I've lived in fear and it'd be tore down. That's a big part of my past and a big part of the university's past. I would hate to see that. I was hoping there would be a way to preserve it." So I feel like that's the #1 defense that we have for keeping the Cooper House rather than tearing it down. It is so rich in history for the university, and it's very important to Tom and his family and all the other deans that lived there before. Before we even started deciding which rooms are going to be what, we decided to come up with a mission, vision, and values. Our mission, the Cooper House, will protect the University of Kentucky's land grant legacy, honor the life and history of former Dean Thomas Poe Cooper and his family, and give the College of Ag, Food, and Environmental Science a true heart and home for students, faculty, alumni, friends, and guests. Our vision, the Cooper House will foster agricultural education, research, and extension pursuits in its development, execution, facilities, and services. It will unite diverse agriculturalists, provide a home to showcase pertinent history, and operate with an inviting atmosphere. These are our 5 values that we came up with. Honor our state, university, and college's agriculture history and promote its bright future. Further undergraduate opportunities, maintain an inviting atmosphere, bolster the perception of Kentucky agriculture, and encourage community awareness of local agriculture products. All the rooms that we're going to hear about here in just a few minutes are all backed up by these values. Every single room is going to show the values that our group has designed.
We're going to talk about who can benefit from these rooms and the use of the house. From the inside of the university, there's many different beneficiaries between the different sections of UK, not just in the College of Agriculture, but all throughout the campus. They will be able to have a place for meeting. They will be able to also have a place where they can facilitate growth, learning, and relationships between local producers, the college, and the students themselves. There we go. Also, with the external groups, we're going to bring in a lot of the agriculture and local producers in the area. That will help with connection of the history, because the house used to be a hub for all of the farmers and people who needed information. They were top of the leading edge with all of the new technologies. This will create an environment where they can learn from each other and work to help grow their business, grow the university, and grow their ideals.
So the components of the house, we broke it up into 3 floors. The first floor we want a welcome center, a retail shop that contains local products, a deli. We want to keep it reasonable. On the second floor we have a restaurant, a bar, and a kitchen. We have an upscale dining facility, open to everybody, open to the public, just not students and staff, but also anybody that wants to come experience the College of Ag and the university. The third floor will be used for meeting rooms, conference rooms, a pretty reasonable capacity, and a formal space with elegant furniture. To go further with the first floor, we want to put in a retail store. The retail store we want to include only Kentucky products. Okay, we want to show whoever comes through our doors, we're all about Kentucky, what our state has to offer, what Lexington has to offer, what the College of Agriculture has to offer. The Welcome Center is really important because we want to connect the past to the present and then into the future. This house was open since the late 1880s. It's gone through a variety of stages, a variety of changes that quite frankly none of us really know about. We definitely want to showcase our history. The deli, we want to relocate the deli and put it in here. We think it's important for the College of Ag to have a place where we can get food, to where we can hang out and really just enjoy ourselves on a daily basis.
So as we move through the house and head up the spiral staircases, we're going to head to floor 2, and that will contain an industrial-sized kitchen. It'll be complete with everything from ovens, dish shops, storage, that type of thing. And it will be capable of cooking for around 50 people. And as we move to like the bar restaurant area, the bar kind of complements the restaurant. So our dishes will be served with like a house wine or a house drink that will complement the dish we are serving. It will be a high-class bar and lounge that will cater to guests in the late afternoon hours, early evening hours, and the bar staff will work hand in hand with the restaurant to make sure customers and patrons have their drinks on time with their meals. The restaurant, it's a formal setting. It will have brick walls, smooth hardwood floors, white tablecloths, just as you would see in like a nice steakhouse. For a fee, the restaurant may be rented out to large corporations, parties, student organizations, and have a full staff that is employed by the University of Kentucky. So not only are we providing a restaurant that's not just a deli or something, we are providing employment for UK students and giving them the opportunity. As we get a little bit higher, floor 3, these will be meeting rooms. It'll be an elegant, comfortable look with nice leather couches, wood floors, kind of a relaxed, quiet spot where you will be able to get something done without having any distractions. This part of the house will also honor a lot of the history of the house with murals, paintings, that type of thing, maybe some plaques up there. And as a lot of people get, a lot of prospective students go on tours around the College of Ag, this would be a great spot to sit down with the parents, with the students, and explain to them what College of Ag is really about in a nice meeting area.
So some other components we're going to go over is the basement, outdoor, and auditorium. You can just go on to the next slide.
Okay, cut out.
Okay, well, so in the basement we think we have low ceilings, so we have a perfect place for storage. We could also put laundry rooms in there, a place that really utilizes the space, make it, the background of what's really going on. Coolers and walk-in freezers, maybe a wine cellar. Outdoor, we want to recuperate, the dean's favorite, Thomas Cooper's favorite flower was a rose. We want to implement a full-out rose garden in there. He also loved vegetable gardening. We want to put in a vegetable garden that can be used in the restaurant. We want a patio space as well, so if we have nice weather, we can sit outside and do that. We also need a parking lot that's easily accessible for guests to come into. The auditorium, we want a new and cutting-edge auditorium built at the rear of the building. We want to implement ideas of Kentucky and Fayette County in there. For example, we want about 10 rows, and instead of seat numbers, we want to put famous horses, famous stuff like that. It could also be multi-purpose as well. It could serve as a classroom, but it could also be brought in to bring in guests, high-end guests as well. So.
And as you bring people to this auditorium, it may be a later night thing where you have 50 people that want to go grab dinner or hold an after conference at this facility, which is kind of why the auditorium will draw a lot of people to this area. So why are we doing this now? The Cooper House, it holds a special place in the College of Ag, and it's going to brighten the future of the College of Ag, whether it be recruiting, revenue, stream of revenue, just bringing people to this area since it's kind of off campus. It's been no use for a number of years. It just sits out there on the corner. So why not a better time now to go ahead and renovate this one? It's great potential for students and faculty. I think everyone in here would like to have a restaurant, a bar, so they can stay on this side of campus and enjoy it, not have to go home.
Which brings us to our marketing tools and what we're going to do to actually get guests and potential donors to invest in the Cooper House. We decided to make a website, a brochure, and a fundraising letter, and we also included incentives for, for potential donors donating for the Cooper House. And with our website, it will allow viewers to learn about all of us inside of our group that constructed this idea for the Cooper House. It will allow viewers to learn about the history of the Cooper House, the breakdowns of the rooms that we have already told you about. That will be on the website as well. And it will also show the logos and potential partners that the Cooper House will have, I guess, in it. And then we have our brochure, which is pretty self-explanatory. The outer layer of the brochure will have the locations, and it will tell history about the Cooper House for people that's just walking around and just getting the brochure. They'll know the history if they're interested.
We'll go ahead and pause right there. What else do you want to talk about this?
Probably 2 more slides.
Okay, so let's give it up for this group. Sorry,